Hello and welcome to the Bible study on the book of Romans. We've now looked at two parts of Romans chapter 8, and we're beginning our third. In the last one, we left off in verse 17, and we talked about what it means to suffer with Christ so that we may also be glorified with him. And we looked at several documentations of things that Jesus did, how he had compassion. And so today we're going to pick it back up starting in Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. He said, "You will be hated by all because of my name, but it is the one who has endured to the end who will be saved." You see, in Jesus' name, we were called to be witnesses, to be his ambassadors, to be his hands and feet, given authority, empowered by the same Holy Spirit. And he said in John 14:12, "Truly, truly, I say to you, he who believes in me, the work that I do, he will do also. And greater works than these he will do, because I go to the Father." That person will suffer because the religious church, who has no idea what it means to really follow, will call it false, fake, and evil. But also, I need to remind you that it said the one who believes and knows that they are truly in error and who suffer will also be glorified with him. And glorification comes through our close identity with the Lord. Let's start today in verses 18 through 22. "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is to be revealed to us. For the anxious longing of the creation waits eagerly for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it, in hope that the creation itself also will be set free from its slavery to corruption into the freedom of the glory of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation groans and suffers the pains of childbirth together until now. The glory will be uncovered, brought to light, to be revealed." Revealed is a verb. But what is interesting is that it says creation waits eagerly for the revealing of the sons of God. And this revealing is a noun, which means it is a thing to be revealed, and that thing is those who are governed by the Spirit of God. Creation was subjected or placed in a position of futility, purposelessness, ineffective, and frail. And I think of all the magnificent things of this world and wonder, what in the world was it supposed to be? I mean, how much more had it not been under corruption? It says, "In the hope of him that it will be set free from decay when the children of God are truly free," which is at Christ's return. But this hope is not the wishful thinking that we speak of. It is the confident expectation. It says the whole creation groans in agony, and we are seeing birth pangs, and those pangs are only going to get more intense. In Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, Jesus said, "For nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and in various places there will be famines and earthquakes, but all these things are merely the beginning of birth pangs." Then Paul says in verses 23 through 25, "And not only this, but also we ourselves, having the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting eagerly for our adoption as sons, the redemption of our body. For in hope we have been saved, but hope that is seen is not hope. For who hopes for what he already sees? But if we hope for what we do not see with perseverance, we wait eagerly for it." When Paul says we ourselves having the first fruits of the Spirit, even groan, was referring to the beginning and the first people after the Holy Spirit came upon and in believers. Paul knew that they were just the beginning and that many more would follow them, but that from the beginning, they were awaiting eagerly for the fulfillment of what was to come, the final adoption, redemption of the body, which means the release that was affected by the payment of ransom. In hope, we have been saved. Now remember, salvation is a process. I am saved. I am being saved. I will be saved. Past, present, future. This is what Paul contended we are to work out our salvation with fear and trembling. Read Philippians chapter 2, verses 12 through 13. So, despite the lies that you may have been taught, salvation is not a one and done thing. But those who keep on contending with perseverance can have the confidence in their waiting. Okay, so I'm going to end this part of the lesson here, come back tomorrow, and we're going to finish the last lessons looking at chapter 8 of Romans. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.